Hello and welcome. This is our first episode of Writer and Creator Pep Talk. I'm so grateful that you are here. And last night I had a conversation with a friend who's like me. She's a midlife writer, and she's finding her way again after a long time of being away. And I found this blog post that I wrote. Gosh, I think it's like from 2007 maybe. And I felt like it's really accurate still about the creative process and moving forward and doing so in very small snippets. So if you'd like to sit back and close your eyes and listen to these words, I'm going to be putting up video of me writing, and at the end we'll come back with a little bit of a recap and a question for you, a prompt for you. So here we go. I wanted to write something this morning. I wanted to write something that sings, that makes readers say, I know I can write that stuff. I've done it before. But as I sat here at my keyboard, my mind was pretty much undecided about which direction to take. Before I gave up, which I must confess happens more often than you might think, given my prolific number of words written daily, I glanced over to today's morning pages and caught the words flop down into a Quicky 5. These words caught my eye. If I could write nothing else, I could set my timer for 5 minutes and see what flows off my fingers without thought. Just writing, and this, my loves, is what came of setting the clock. I remind myself not to think for the right word, to just let my fingers go. Let my fingers go. Let my fingers be my eyes, my ears, my brain. Catch what they want me to catch. Receive it all. I feel a tightness in my shoulders because of the height of my chair not being just right. I want to shrug and release, but for whatever reason I don't. I just keep writing like an automaton. I frown, wondering what is up with this. I break the rules. I take my hands away from the keyboard. I stretch deeply. I readjust. I write again. I close my eyes, breathe in, and let go again. Purple shoes with pink laces. Starbucks coffee cup with what is the Los Angeles downtown skyline. Braids of old sheets. A painting by my friend and Bakersfield artist, Naoka. I wonder if she's had a baby yet. Plaster white against the light blue of my walls. A blackout poem. My life above my desk. My hands set free. My timer goes off. Not literary or creative genius. It is worth so much more than the sum of the words and sentences here. I stayed in my seat. I showed up. I wrote. I'm even going to publish this on my blog. Why? Because when I do things that make me uncomfortable, it has something similar to the mythical 100th monkey effect. I do something uncomfortable with movement in a positive direction, and then poof. It is like blowing a kiss of hope and a prayer to each and all of you who are reading and watching and beyond. You might say to yourself, Julie is willing to sound like an idiot so that her process may continue and her world did not disintegrate in front of her eyes. I suppose I can try that too. Best wishes, my loves. We can do this, each and all of us. Sometimes when the past me reaches out and says, pay attention, I'm really grateful that I did. Because each and all of us who are creating, if you're a content creator of any kind, you will get stuck. You will wonder, should I keep going with this? Why am I on YouTube anyway? Why am I making videos? Who even cares if I do this again? If you can do it, do that video making, play that music, write that poem, have a conversation with a friend for 5 minutes. Set the timer, 5 minutes. Magic can happen. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate this time with you in our content creating and writing pep talk. Before you go, there's a video here you might want to watch, or even a playlist, and of course a place for you to subscribe to this channel. I'm the Creative Life Midwife, and I love to work with people who are finding their way in creating whatever it is they're wanting to create, or at least engaging in conversation around it. You can find out how to reach me in the description box below, and comment, like, subscribe. That's a great way to start. Thanks again for watching.